Well, good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are, September 6th, 2023. The time right now, 7 minutes to 6 p.m. Central Time. And I'm looking outside, and I'm fascinated how the sun's already going down. We're getting darker and darker. The days are getting shorter. It's time to go out and get the crops. The flowers will be dying off. My lawn won't need as much rain very shortly, and or the water that I feed it. And it's been a rough summer. You do realize this is one of the hottest summers on record of all times, especially in the United States. So that being said, electric bills will start falling off, all these other events. But there's other bad things that are going to happen. Will the consumer start pulling in? I fear that they will. The discretionary spending for vacations pretty much over. Don't get me wrong. In America, we will go to Florida, we'll go to California when the dead of winter comes. We can't wait to get out of here. But this is that weird time of year where you're probably better off going home, enjoying what you've got, enjoying the last of dining out, because in 8 weeks, you'll probably be dining in, not out if you live in the Midwest, the north part of the country. All the outdoor dining will change on you. Staff will be let go. You're going to hunker in. You're not going to spend money the way you did. Your bills you'll be looking at a little bit differently. You're not going to get a big Social Security increase. Your gasoline is going up. Heating oil prices are going up. And it's a tax on you because OPEC has decided to squeeze the markets. Remember, they are the only place where it is right on their part to get together and squeeze people. It is, if you think about it, collusion at its finest. I mean, if it were an American organization, they'd all go to jail, but they're not. They're independent countries, and they can take oil on, off the market. They politely call it balancing. I get it. And their idea of balancing is to take the market up to $90 to $100 a barrel in the Brent. So just keep your eye on that. You're already in the 90 area. You're sitting here in the October American at 87. Do you remember when I was beating up Biden, our president, and I do respect the presidency, and market was under $70, said, you got to buy oil, you got to buy oil. And they screwed the whole thing up. You know, they bought nothing. Now they're going to take away the leases that the Trump administration did in Alaska. He had promised on his campaign he would do it. It's no imagination that he's doing it just before all the important things are going to happen in October, November as we get ready for the election. So he's going to pull those as well. There's a big legal question, and understand it because it does have a major ramification. You watch. There's, I think it's Article 13 or 14 of the amendment has a clause from the Civil War with people that were trying to overturn the U.S. government. They're going to go back and visit that. And they're going to try to find a way, and I think it'll end up at the Supreme Court, where they'll challenge if Trump, with the insurgency that happened, if that law doesn't apply to him and he can't run. I'm reading about it right now. It's all over the headlines. You might want to go read it. I'm not saying it will or won't happen. I'm not a legal scholar. I don't pretend to be, but I read that and I understand there's ramifications that'll be in there. They just don't let this ex-president alone. It's every day another something against him, right? That's what it is. All right. Is he his own problem? Probably. In the dollar index, you can see how the market has come up a little bit. Foreign currencies tonight, waffling, not moving one way or the other. Gold. Why do you want to own gold is what I keep asking myself when I can get 5.5%, 5.4% for 17 weeks. You heard what I said. 17 weeks by buying a T-bill. That's what the auction results are right now. So you go in and you want me to speculate on gold, but I can make 5.4% on any amount that I can buy there, and you're going to do that? I don't think that makes sense. Inflation. The government's trying to break inflation. Why are you trying to buy gold? I let everybody do their own thing. In the S&P, my worry centers on this in this market. September's traditionally the weakest month of the year. That doesn't mean it has to go down, or it will. It's tradition, all right? And you can go back many years to see that this occurrence is there. Could be tax reasons, could be people coming off the summer, doing things, readjusting lifestyle. It could be, who knows, a whole host of things. And you know that we typically get a rally into year end, that thing called the Santa Claus rally, which I'm still counting on, by the way. But I think that the rally at the end of August, where we wiped out so much of the August loss, is a problem for this market, and it's starting to give up a lot. You're already down 1% for the week. We'll see what happens here. But I'm more concerned that if it were to finish like this, I'm suddenly got a pattern of lower highs. I've already got lower lows. Any close under 44.10 would be a real problem. So where's the support? 44.10, the 18-week average of closes. When we take a look at the daily charts, you can see how you broke down. You had that rally, and remember what I said, at mid-August, you had that rally. Now the market's starting to cave in. The likely target, if the market wants to go and challenge where this market came from, is right here. You can see it. That's the zone that it wouldn't surprise me that it wants to go to. The pattern on the chart is still bullish. Why? You still have the pattern of higher lows and a higher high. Where's the central line, the line in the sand for the market? You're there. 44.53. That is the 18-day average of closes. It's from there that the market, in my opinion, has to make a decision. Am I still bullish? Am I going to the bear camp? If you're a buyer there, it's an awful lot of risk to put your stop under there. I think that's a pretty big one. You can do it. I don't think you're going to find a lot of guys like me that would tell a client to do that. If the market falls from here, one of the supports are 43.80 before you get to these zones, and there's that 43.50 support again. So I think 43.80 to 43.50 is a possibility for the support in the market. I am not saying it has to go down there. I am saying that's a support. The market has to prove if it can hold here. It got itself overbought on that rally at the end of August, and it's correcting it. Is it out of the correction phase? No. My definition of overbought is any number that is over 70 is still there. It's still in overbought territory. I have the same identical problem in the NASDAQ. Both numbers, in fact, are over 70. I see an overbought market hit its upper Bollinger Band where it should stop the rally. Only 5% of the time do you get up and stay over that number. Used an awful lot of buying power to get overbought up there. Market's got to consolidate or give us something else. The Dow, having no trouble all of a sudden getting underneath the 18-day average, and it falls to the first major support, which is the 100-day average. After that, you have two new levels of support, 34,151, the 200-day average to the 34,095, the lower Bollinger Band. The market is not trending at this point. Any close back over 34,662 for the moment would turn the trend back up, but you're not there. Then we come to the Russell, and like the Dow, no trouble in getting under the 18-day average, and comes right into these two numbers where it's found support before, the 200-day and the 18. So technically speaking, the Dow and the Russell are the two best looking of the charts, but if they give these grounds up, you come down to the Bollinger Band numbers, and then it can get very scary for traders. In the bond market, why does the bond market keep seeing yields go up? I can give you the reason. And I know you're going to tell me it's the Fed. It isn't the Fed, it's the Treasury. Yellen told us she had to buy $1 trillion this quarter. She's buying like there's no tomorrow. Are you not reading? If you get my newsletter, I keep posting. We're doing 80 billion of this number, 60 billion of that number. Well, how do you think you get them sold? In a market like this where there's no fear, guess what? You want to sell that to me? I'm a dealer. I need a higher number than that. I got to go peddle this on the street. That's what's going on. So each time, that's what's taking place. So it's our Treasury. By the way, don't forget, we don't have a budget in place yet. This is September. What if they don't get one there? How negative is that going to be for the economy? 5-year note. Does this look bullish to you? Not in any manner. But it's not bearish either. It's a market that's been here, done that, tried a rally, failed, oversold. I call it a big mess. In the dollar, still bullish, but not embedded, overbought. No. You buy it. I wish you the best. Maybe it's going all the way up there. I can see that. Would I tell clients to buy a Bollinger Band? It is not going to happen. Now, if it embeds, which it's not at this point, then on the breaks I'm interested, but up here, no. I'll let somebody else want to own that. And it's the flip-flop in the euro. Now, in the euro, there's already huge debate going on. Will Miss Lagarde go? Because very shortly, all these central banks are going to tell us their monetary policy. Bank of Canada was today. They held pat again. They did that before. It came to bite them, and they had to go up in the rates. We'll see if that works. So many of the banks want to hold pat. I was watching the Bank of England discussion today, and they were talking. If there's another rate hike, fine, but they think they're coming to the end of the rate hike cycle. Well, if the dollar's interest rates keep going up and the others are trying to end their cycle, frankly, that isn't bearish the dollar. It's got to be when the dollar peaks that you start getting worried, maybe we've overdone it and we're hurting. So far, the strong dollar is not hurting our economy, which is amazing. It is all part of that Goldilocks scenario. If you told somebody in a classroom what interest rates are doing, the dollar's up, you'd go, well, our economy's got to be in the toilet instead of the readings that you're getting. But remember, lag effects. Things take time. Markets don't defy gravity that long. Be careful. British pound, coming down here. Are we going to get into the 100-day average? Well, I take a 200-day average. I'm colorblind. I'm really not, but I missed the color. It might. It's oversold, pushing on the Bollinger Band to the downside. Again, traders don't know what to make out of it. Their economy is in real trouble. And the reason they want to come to the end of their cycle hikes is because they're killing their economy. If you look at the numbers, not very pretty. So all of a sudden in Bitcoin, with the breaks we're getting, if we can get under this number here, why not to the 24,220? Here's the thing that bothers me. They've won the court battle, I think. Why did it go down? I keep saying that. I'm amazed at it. But this is the battleground, the 200-day average. Are we embedded? Get ready for this one. Both numbers are under 20. You can't count today, though. You got to go to Wednesday. Remember, we're already in Thursday trade. Both numbers under 20, both under 20, both under 20. You have a fully embedded reading. If this market rallies very much, I think the pros will come out and sell it. Until the red line closes over 21, I think they want to be bearish this market, looking to see how far they can break it. Those are the ways that I'm looking at that. Then we get to Brent WTI. Look at this differential. They're just narrowing in. So U.S. production, we're producing a lot of oil. Problem is we're consuming a lot of oil. That's very important, and the world's consuming a lot of oil. Look at how Brent. Now, you could have 3 days over the upper Bollinger Band. It is very rare that you'd go to 5. So I'm looking at it and rarefied air, Mount Everest. Could it keep going? Sure it could. Did we have a breakout? Yes, we did. Why? Ready? Today's action, right here, you closed at the top part and the top part over the Bollinger Band, very, very top near range. That tells me until you get back under here, you have a mini breakout at work, pullbacks in the market, likely to get welcomed by traders that want to come in. Let me come over here and get this set up for you. And I don't see that really changing. In WTI, we have 1, 2, 3 days over the upper Bollinger Band. Again, the market, I don't call this a breakout. See the range right here? That was not in the very top quadrant. So I just call it pushing on the band. It's not the same as the Brent. In gasoline, I look at the sideways action that you're getting. I wouldn't be pressing this one way or the other. The trend is up. The bias is up. A lot of resistance at 260, 266. Natural gas in the toilet again. There was an extension given in some of the areas of Australia for the strikers. We will see how this all works out. But if they go on strike, you've got to be careful because you're going to see Europe is going to see natural gas prices shoot up as Asia competes in certain areas for that gas. Hasn't happened yet. We have come down. Look at how much natural gas we have. Wow. It's not a trending market, but it's certainly one that collapsed. I want to remind you of all the free offers that I have for you. They're all through here. And by the way, I'm studying a date to hold my first webinar sometime next week. It'll probably be Wednesday or Thursday. Tomorrow I'll know. I got to clear my calendar up and see what days I have free. and you'll get your invites. You have to have gotten an offer from us by going on our website and signing up to get the free offer sent to you to join in. And these seminars, webinars I should call them, fill up like this. And I'm not buying extra seats. I'm not interested in that. I want to control what it does. I'm not going to balance it as heavy as I did in the past to the stock market. I'm going to have it very even stocks and futures, stock indices going through there, all that through it. So a little bit of change, but we're back in the season where I want to do those. The free offers on our website, iraepstein.com. Free offers, top left, or move your cursor to the top here. And this just keeps going to the downside. It's a shopping cart. Choose the ones you want. Away you go. I'm Ira. You have a good day. I will talk to you all tomorrow morning. Take care.